Okay, so I need some kind of fancy looking control that is going to serve to both translate and rotate. So let's go ahead, let's turn this off, and again, you could go in and you could draw something, but I'm going to make another circle, and in this case, I'm just going to give it more than 8 sections. Let's give it like, let's see what 32 does. Let's go into control vertex mode, and yeah, that looks like plenty. Let's again just do every other little CV. Oh, this is going to be so fancy. It's going to look like a flower. A really primitively drawn flower. Right? Right? Yeah. So that's going to be my fancy root control curve. Object mode. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to name this root CTL, and I am going to nest it inside of a group, which I will call the root group. Let's make sure I'm not using any special characters. Perfect. I'm going to treat this curve here like it's an FK control. I know it's not, but that's how I'm going to treat it. So I'm going to start by selecting the root joint and then the root group, and then I will run a parent constraint with maintain offset turned off. That's going to flip me up like that. That's okay. I know that my group node now contains the orientation information for the root joint, so I can go ahead and delete that constraint. And then I can take my curve, I can move it, rotate it, scale it. Again, you might want to like zoom in, try to get it rotated to where the joint is. Turn on your geometry, scale this puppy up. Yes, it's wearing a tutu. My flower sack is wearing a tutu. Beautiful! So I'm going to take the root control curve, I'm going to freeze its transformation, so now it is back at the origin. That looks really good. Let's turn that off. And in this case, because I want the joint to translate and rotate, I am going to go back into constraint, and I'm going to select curve first, joint second, and make a parent constraint, because the parent constraint does translate and rotate. So let me turn the skeleton off, the flower sac geometry on, and you'll see that this weird thing is going to happen. Whee! So everything's perfect with the root control, it's just that the spine isn't really coming with it. So I'm going to take my lower spine group node and I'm going to make it the child of the root control curve. And now when I move the root control curve around, the spine comes with it. Whee! Good stuff. So that's that. I am going to head to my attribute editor and make this yellow because it is in the middle, and yellow is the color of things in the middle. So that's it for the individual controls. This is great. If I look at my outliner, I've got my skeleton group with all my joints in it, my geo group with the geometry, my IK handle group with the IK handles, IK control group with the IK controls, and the root group. So you can go through and restructure the hierarchy. We'll talk about that in the next lesson, and then we will also make a placement control. So I will see you soon, and we will take care of that.